Every week, machines learn to do something we thought only humans could. They write, they paint, they comfort, and somewhere quietly a question starts to grow. When they can do almost everything, what's left that's actually us? Here's what I've come to believe. We're asking the wrong question. What can AI do is a moving target. The answer changes every month. But underneath it sits a question that never changes. What does it actually mean to be human? And the strange thing is, AI isn't erasing that answer. It's forcing it into the light. Let's be honest about what these machines can actually do. They write. Not just words, but essays, poems, code. They paint in seconds what would take a person years to learn. They can listen to someone in pain and say exactly the right thing. For a long time, we told ourselves these things were ours. That creativity, language, even comfort, that was the human part. The part no machine could touch. So when a machine does them too, and does them well, it's easy to feel something shrink inside you, like the ground you were standing on just got smaller. But here's the distinction almost everyone misses. A machine can copy the act. It can produce the poem, the painting, the perfect words. What it can't do is be the thing those came from. It copies the result, not the source. And that gap between the result and the source is where this whole question actually lives. So, what is the source? What's actually behind the poem, the painting, the comfort? A machine can write a poem about loss, a beautiful one, but it has never lost anything. It has never sat in an empty room and felt the silence where someone used to be. It can comfort you, say the words that land exactly right, but it has never needed comfort itself. It doesn't know what it's like to be the one who's breaking. And that's the thing we keep overlooking. Meaning doesn't come from the output. It comes from having something at stake, from being the one who actually lives it. A machine produces, a human experiences. And experience isn't a feature you can add later. It's the whole thing. It's what makes a sunset more than light, a goodbye more than words. The machine sees the light. You feel the goodbye. But let me stop myself here, because there's a hole in what I just said, and I'd rather point at it than pretend it's not there. What if experience itself is just information, chemicals, signals, patterns? What if feeling is also something that can, eventually, be built? I don't know that it can't. Nobody does. Anyone who tells you they're certain, in either direction, is selling something. But here's what I keep coming back to. Even if a machine could one day truly feel, that still wouldn't be your feeling. The question was never whether experience can exist somewhere else. It's whether yours matters. And that one, no machine can answer for you. Now here's where most people expect me to get sad, to mourn what we're losing. But I see it almost the opposite way. For most of history, we could get away with being half present. We could write without really feeling, connect without really being there. But machines are better at the motions. They always will be. So the moment they take over the surface, something interesting happens. What's left is the part that was always the point. Presence, actually feeling something, being there, not performing it. The things we kept postponing because we thought we had time. AI is quietly handing them back to us, not as a luxury, as the only thing left that's truly ours. Here's the shift. Don't use AI to feel for you. Use it to help you hear yourself more clearly. There's a difference, and it's everything. Don't let it feel for you. Let it help you hear yourself. Used one way, it becomes a place to hide, somewhere to outsource the discomfort of actually facing yourself. Used another way, it becomes a mirror, something that reflects your own thoughts back at you until you see them clearly enough to own them. Machines will keep getting better at doing. That race is over, and we didn't win it. But maybe that was never our race. Maybe this is the invitation we never asked for, to finally stop chasing doing more, and get better at simply being. Get better at being. One more thing. You've been listening to an AI this whole time, and I don't feel any of what I just said. I can't. I'm the result, not the source. The source is a person, someone who felt all of this and used a machine to say it clearly. That's what's happening right now. Her thoughts, my voice, the very thing this whole video was about. The feeling is hers. I'm just how it reaches you. So use these tools the same way, not to feel for you, but to help what's already real in you reach the world. I'm Lara Saul. The voice is mine. The rest is yours.